Hello, my name is Egha Bagus from B1 class, and now I want to present my thesis entitled Focalization Analysis in Dr. Seuss The Grinch movie. The first I will explain about narrative. Narrative is used as a tool to convey or describe a story, so the hearer or reader can understand the content or purpose of the literary work. To convey the narrative, a narrator is needed. The narrator is described as a tool or instrument used by the author to convey the narrative of the story. There are two kinds of the narrator. First is inside narrator. The second is outside narrator. Inside narrator is the narrator as a part of character in the story, and the outside narrator is the narrator not a part of the character in the story. Study which learn about the narrative theory called narratologies. Next, I will explain about focalization. Focalization refers to perspective which a story presented. Focalization invites the narrator to convey information from the story, so that the reader or listener does not only focus on the narrator from the voice, but also through the eyes or perspective. The term focalization created by French narratologist named Egha in his book entitled Narrative Discourse. In this thesis, I also used the focalization theory by Egha. There are three types of focalization. The first is zero focalization. The second is internal focalization. The third is external focalization. Zero focalization is narrator knows more than the character in the story. It also called omniscience narrator. Internal focalization is narrator knows what the character knows, and the external focalization is narrator less know than the character. Person which gave the perspective is called focalizer. Focalization and point of view are different, even though both of it used the narrator to convey the story. The difference is point of view focus on who speaks in the story. Focalization focus on who sees. Focalization is the wider version of point of view because focalization focus on who experienced the event in the story. There are two statements of the problem in this thesis. The first is what types of focalization are used in Dr. Seuss The Grinch movie, and the second is how does focalization in the movie explain what the narrator knows about the story. The first statement of the problem, what types of focalization are used in Dr. Seuss The Grinch movie? In this movie, I found that the narrator using zero focalization. Zero focalization is the narrator who knows more than the characters. It may know the facts about all of the character, also it knows about their thoughts and gestures. This is also called omniscience narrator. This utterance is the proof that this movie using zero focalization. In the scenes, narrator wants to describe about the town in the movie using the narrator perspective. The utterance "a town like your town," if your town was a dream, the narrator trying to explain that the town is not like the ordinary town. The town is like a town of dream. The narrator know about the setting of place in this movie. The second utterance that prove this movie using zero focalization is this. In the scenes, the narrator using zero focalization, the utterance, the thump of their joy and delights indicated that the narrator know about the feeling of the they're who happy because of the Christmas. And the underlined utterance showed that the narrator know about the past of the Grinch. The situation, the feeling, the activity of the Grinch in the past, the narrator know all about it. The second statement of the problem, how does focalization in the movie explain what the narrator know about the story? The researcher classified the finding that the narrator knowing all about the story, such as the setting of the story, situation of the story, the main character feelings, past activities, mind, and also minor character feelings and activity. The first is the setting and the situation of the story. This is the utterance that show the narrator know about the setting and the situation of the story. Who feel is great. In this utterance, the narrator know about the setting, and the narrator describe the place with great. And this place hits its stride. It's a trend that show the narrator know about the situation of the story. The main character feelings, it can be shown in this utterance. Felt upset and it made his heart moan, indicated that the narrator know about the feeling of the main character, the Grinch. The main character activities. There are utterance he stole, he swiped, and he poached. The narrator described the activities of the main character, the Grinch, and the narrator know about the main character activities in this utterance. Next is the main character minds. The utterance, he got an idea, an awful idea, and got a wonderful awful idea. It indicated that the narrator know about the Grinch mind, that the Grinch have a bad idea to destroy the Christmas. Next is the main character past. It can be shown in this utterance. This utterance shows that the narrator know about the past of the Grinch. Also the situation, the feeling, the activity of the Grinch in the past. The narrator know it. Next is the minor character activity. In this utterance, the utterance are doing things that a Christmas who does somewhere out buying present, other just melt about. This utterance shows that the narrator also know about the minor character activity. The next is the minor character feelings. It can be shown in this utterance. This utterance describes about the feelings of the character named Cindy Lou. So the narrator know about the other character feelings. Conclusion: the movie used zero focalization, and the narrator know more than the character and know anything of the movie. The narrator know the setting of the story, the situation of the story, main character feelings, activities, mind, past, and minor character activity and feelings. Okay, that's all of my thesis presentation. Thanks for your attention. Thank you very much.